The hardest part about doing your research on someone before a date is pretending that you didn't just find out everything about them.
Yeah.
You got to play it like, oh, wait, you grew up where?
I never thought
You
of
have
this.
siblings? What?
Oh, two sisters?
No.
Well, their names aren't Brenda and Kennedy, are they? What? How did I guess that?
Yeah.
Wait, we're not related, are we?
It can be hard to be chill. And one of our listeners admits he had a difficult time keeping his cool because what he found on his date's Instagram was so shocking. He literally couldn't think of anything else the entire night.
Oh, no.
And frankly, after he told us, neither could we. You're going to hear it in your second date update right after this.
Second date update.
We always talk about how it's normal before a date to stalk their socials looking for red flags.
Oh, yeah.
But what specifically are you looking for that would count as a red flag?
I'm not looking for red flags. I look the best picture so I can show my friends my new wife. Like, I'm like, guys, this is the girl that's
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
marry.
the red flag.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah.
what would be a bad thing to find? Like if all of their images are extra photoshopped on there?
Maybe.
Maybe
oh,
just
yeah.
a lot of pictures of cars.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's a turnoff for me.
They need
just
to
have a
ride
different car.
horses.
Yeah,
have
I don't
no
know.
electricity.
Maybe. Or walk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
Like,
not an equestrian.
Yeah.
Anti-vehicle. Brooke is coming out on the show. But one of our listeners found a different kind of red flag that I don't think we've ever talked about before on this segment. So let's find out about it. Joel, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
So what red flag did you find on your date's social media?
So I met this girl named Maria on the app.
Yeah.
And before we met up, I was just like curious. I want to just do a little bit of a background check, you
I
know?
love how people always try to explain themselves. Everyone does it.
I know,
It's fine.
It's weird if you don't.
We've literally been talking about it for the
Yes.
last minute about how it's okay
Yeah.
to do it.
Before I
But
come into work every day, I
know, I
check
know.
their socials too, just in case.
yeah,
In case we give you the ick.
Yeah.
on the
Like,
weekend.
God,
Yeah.
Brooke.
I
Yeah.
totally support that. But what did you find on Maria's social media?
Okay, so I got on Maria's Insta. I was able to find it really quickly just from her name and city, whatever. And she was cool and normal, likes to be outdoors and all this stuff. And I was like, this is great.
Okay.
Okay.
So where does the red flag come in?
Well, I was just curious about who's following her. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're going deep.
Oh, that's extra. You didn't
yeah.
really check that
You're trying to
stuff.
find what, her exes or something in there?
Yeah, what are you looking
I just wanted to see what the demographic looked like.
The way that you said that makes me really nervous about you. But yeah.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at it. It's all whatever, normal people find. But then I see a blue check. And it's Drake.
Follows her.
Following her?
Follows her.
Well,
Okay, so
Does Drake follow a ton of people on Insta?
I don't
Because some
know.
celebrities only follow like 5 people.
yeah, but then some celebrities follow everybody
Yeah,
to make
so I'm
them feel
curious.
special.
Drake follows my dog Bagel. So
No, he doesn't.
yeah, he does. Thanks, Champagne Poppy, for
I
your
actually
support.
believe that. Drake seems that lame to me.
Joel, do you know how many people Drake follows?
Only 3,000.
Oh.
That is actually selective.
For a celebrity, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe she works in the music industry. Or...
Ooh, I've heard of people being bottle service for him before. that get
that's
followed
not
by
bad.
him.
Well, okay, here we go. So, now that's on my mind.
Okay.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Right. You want to ask her about it, right? Like, how do you know Drake?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you don't want to look like a creeper that's gone onto her socials and figure out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to lead with it. I'm not going to be like, hey, BTW, how do you know Drake?
Yeah.
So we decide, let's do dinner. We're at dinner. We're having a great time. We're talking.
Let's do dinner in Toronto randomly. You want to go to Toronto?
All you want to talk about is like, so if you met a celebrity, what would you say to them? What celebrity would you want to meet?
Hold on. You're pretty darn close.
No.
It's like, hey, what's your weirdest celebrity run-in?
Oh.
That's not a bad question.
Not have you
actually.
ever had one, it's what's your weirdest?
Yeah.
You're convinced
Out
it
of the
happened.
dozens that you've probably met.
Exactly. And hers was with Tony Danza.
Oh, God. From Who's the Boss?
Now that's
Alexis.
a good celebrity.
Right,
If I had hooked up with Drake before, though, that's a great smoke screen to throw him off.
With Tony Danza.
Just throw down Tony Danza and then poof. Never see Drake coming.
Well, maybe on her list, Drake is second to Tony Danza.
Maybe. Fair point.
Wait, so she never brings up Drake?
But no, I wasn't done. I kept trying.
Oh, God.
So then I said, hey, who's your celebrity hall pass?
Oh, God.
Oh,
wow. Here
Tony
we go.
Danza
Here
again.
we go.
Tony Danza just keeps getting
Right, how about that, huh? Mine's Sydney Sweeney. What do you think? How about you?
Nice one.
Yeah, well, reach for the stars.
Yeah, it'll never happen.
So
but-
what did she say?
I don't remember who she said, but it wasn't Drake. I'll tell you that.
He doesn't even care.
Well, maybe because it's been there, done that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
You're not on a hall pass anymore if it's already happened.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
What, shouldn't you be, like, feeling good, though? Like, complimented almost that a person who possibly went out with Drake, I mean, if even that's the connection, would choose you?
She
Yeah.
hasn't mentioned him once.
Come on.
I will say, if anything, I can relate. My ex-girlfriend had a lot of NFL, well, like 3 NFL players following her, and I found out after, and it doesn't make you feel good.
Well, your investigation isn't going the way that you wanted to, clearly.
No, it's not. So I figured, you know what? One last time.
Oh, you're going again.
Dude, just give
You start
up
singing a
already.
Drake song.
Yeah, at this point, to start rapping.
Clearly, nothing else matters to you about her except
honestly.
what is her contact with Drake.
Right, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So, we're ending the meal. I go, hey, do you like dessert? Maybe instead of dessert, we could get, like, champagne.
Champagne poppy.
Uh,
Okay.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
She's going to catch on.
Again, no chill. Still didn't get an answer on that. She was just kind of confused, so we just decided to leave.
So you never found out.
I never found out.
And you didn't get any champagne either.
No.
Oh, my God.
Or find out anything about her life.
We talked about other stuff. It wasn't just me, like, banging around a couple of mozzarella sticks trying to get her to say Drake.
I can't tell if you're more interested in Drake or this woman.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, hey, come on now. Don't make me choose. I got to know both.
Okay.
All right.
So weird.
We're going to come back. We're going to give her a call and try and see what is her connection to Drake.
That's not what we're
And
seeing.
then maybe get you another date, too. But Drake first with your second date update right after this. Hold on.
Second date update.
Now, most people on a first date ask questions like, where'd you grow up? What TV shows are you watching? Where's your bank account at? But not Joel. He was asking, who's your best celebrity hookup and why was it Drake?
Yeah. That's what he wanted to
He
say.
might as well.
Yeah, I'm embellishing a little bit, but only because he noticed before the date, while stalking her socials, that her Instagram is followed by the rapper Drake.
Is she an influencer? Did we even ask that?
We didn't ask. I feel like he would have said that, though.
Yeah.
So he wanted to know why. That's why all day long he was hinting at, like, who's your weirdest celebrity encounter? What's going on there? Never got an answer, even remotely relating to Drake.
No, but we did find out a lot about Tony Danza.
We did. That came up a lot.
I already forgot about that.
But now Joel's also not getting a call back from Maria. And that's the hard part about this one because he needs 2 things from us. 1 is a second date, but 2 is finding out her connection to Drake. And normally we can barely do 1 thing at a time on this show, let alone 2. But I did think of a possibility. I'm just going to throw it out to the room. What if, as we're talking to her about date stuff, I bring up that as a radio show, we have to do like a background check on her socials for legality reasons.
What?
So we're not calling for like a catfish or something like that to make sure we have the
Okay.
right person.
Oh,
So
you're
not.
saying you want us to call her and you want to say, hey, we saw that Drake followed you, and the reason we saw it is because we were doing a background check.
Exactly.
Okay, you did not explain that very well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm on board
I'm
now.
glad Brooke did the recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The insult thrown at me wasn't
Yeah.
necessary, but I
was a little
appreciate you tossing it my way.
We'll back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Joel, what do you think? You want to throw an insult at me too?
No,
It's pretty
Do
easy.
it.
I
Punching
mean,
bag over there.
I want to get these answers, so I'm all for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
don't be awkward about it like you were just now,
Okay,
Jeffrey,
yeah, I
and then
know.
it'll be fine. Just making sure you're not a catfish, and we saw that Champagne Poppy follows you.
All right. My ego is
Yeah.
dropping by the second. Let's
Well-
call before I go into a full mental breakdown. Here we go.
God, is that easy?
Hopefully Maria picks up.
It's just lingering on that last straw there, buddy.
Hello,
Hey, is this Maria?
this is she. Who's this?
Hey, this is a... Forgot who I was.
Oh my God,
Uh,
Jeff.
Radio
come
show.
on.
Good morning,
Dude,
Maria.
hi, Maria.
Who is
You're on the
this?
radio right now with Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. I'm Jeff.
He thinks.
Why?
Why is
Why?
a great question.
sorry.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, we know why.
The reason why we're calling you is we're doing this segment called a second date update. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before, but it's where we try to help our listeners get in touch with someone after they've gone out on a date and they're not sure why they're not getting a call back.
That's weird.
Yeah, I can get that, but it's supposed to be flattering because this guy named Joel reached out to us and told us about going out to dinner with you and said it was an awesome time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember Joel.
All right.
You do?
What'd you
Okay,
think
good.
of Joel?
I mean, he was all right. Nice, good looking. But he seemed really nervous the whole time and not at all like how we talked on the phone. I don't know. He just was like rambling a lot.
He was rambling.
It could be different, though.
Yeah.
Like, nerves on the first date are really common.
Right, and I think he probably had a lot of that because, by all accounts, you're really good looking. And part of the things that I have to tell you is that whenever we call people on this segment, because it's a dating thing, we always check their social medias just to make sure it's not like a catfish situation because you are so gorgeous.
What are you doing?
You checked my social media?
No, listen.
For
listen.
catfish reasons.
Why are you okay? Sorry.
That's
he
what
made
you
it sound
said.
he made it sound creepy as if we were just stalking you because you're beautiful. We just want to make sure that we're calling who we
my
said
God.
we're going to
Okay,
call.
yeah, and we don't rate you either. So
Wait, we
Off
actually
the
don't.
air.
That one's real.
we don't assign numbers. You're not a
What
9.
is wrong with you?
I'm saying we're not.
What is going on here?
Great question.
Okay.
We just
I need to ask you
It's funny
something
if you
here,
could
Maria.
see Jeff right now. Sorry.
Just
Okay.
something that we came across when we were on your socials is that you have, I don't know how to say it,
A following.
a very famous person following you.
Yes.
Why does it matter?
well, I
Well,
think we're just curious.
We don't, it normally doesn't happen a lot when we check people's socials. We saw Drake is following you.
And he won't even call in and
Oh,
do an
you're
interview
laughing.
with
I
us.
love it. I love it.
So clearly you knew
Yeah,
that.
you're laughing. Are you thinking,
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have like a professional relationship with him?
I mean, I met him once.
cool.
I was a dancer in one of his music videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's it. I know a girl who was in a Post Malone video recently.
You're a
That's
professional
fun.
dancer.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't even get to finish the video shoot. So
Why?
I,
Sorry to pry, but I just mean like, did they cancel the video shoot? They don't normally do that.
no, they didn't cancel it. So I was working on the moves on the side, and I didn't realize how close I was to the craft service table.
Oh, no.
And I knocked it over
Oh,
during one of the spins.
That's so embarrassing.
no.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. But
It was. I was honestly super mortified.
Oh, wait.
no. The food for everyone.
mean-
Nobody gets between Drake and his bagels. So
You wouldn't.
Well-
you didn't get fired, did you? Did you get
I
fired?
did. I did. They let me go. They said that what they're paying me is actually less than what all that food cost.
That's messed up. What? And so Drake followed you as a pity follow? That's
Yeah.
even more messed up.
Like on the way out.
Well, Drake has a tendency to like get to know some of the dancers, and he was just being friendly with a big group of us, and we were all chatting about our socials, and he was like, well, I'll follow you girls right now.
Oh,
What a flex when you can just tell a group of people like,
That
hey,
sucks.
I'll follow you.
dude,
Okay.
your flex is I got fired from a Drake music
Yeah.
video for knocking
Yeah.
over a
That's
craft
pretty
service
funny.
I
table.
destroyed the cheese platter.
this clears a lot of stuff up.
You
Not
poor
just
thing.
for us, but
I mean,
also
they practically hooked up, Jeff.
yeah. Well, I don't know
kidding.
about that, but somebody who's probably relieved to hear that story
Oh,
is Joel,
yeah.
who is on the other line listening to this conversation right now.
Why?
Why would he be
Why?
relieved? It is a good question. It shouldn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand any of this.
that's how the segment works. We have them listening. Joel, are you there?
Hey, Maria, I just want you to know, like, none of it was my idea, but, like, looking at your socials and stuff, like, that was all their idea.
What? Yeah, it was.
Well,
What?
I mean,
So why did you even call them to call me in the first place?
Well, I was curious why I didn't hear from you, because we had, like, a good connection. We talked about stuff. I think I brought up that I also write music. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't that crazy good. Like, we talked a little bit, but it just really seemed like you had really no interest in hearing my side of things. You just kind of kept asking me questions over and over and over and over. So I just kind of thought that you were nervous, and I don't know, man. It was just kind of weird a little bit.
Yeah, I'm nervous, and now I know, like, yeah, you're this, like, pro dancer with, like, celebrity friends and stuff. I mean, like, do you still, like, I mean, I don't know, do you, like, talk to Drake at all? Or,
You're still asking this?
I'm just wondering, like, what if we have a date and you can come over and, like, hear my stuff? And
Oh,
then,
God.
like,
No.
Oh, so you just wanted to go on a date with her because you saw that Drake followed her and you thought it was going to be a music
no.
hookup?
No, that's not it at all. No, it's like, I mean, I like her as a person, too.
You
but,
didn't
like,
even know what she did for a living.
Yeah.
What did you
Right,
ask her on the date?
Well, now I know. Like, we're both artists. We're both, like, trying to get somewhere. And, like, I don't know. Like, maybe we can help each other out or something. You know what I mean?
Joel, I'm a dancer. I have nothing to do with the music. I learn choreography and I do it.
Maybe you can, like, just, I don't know, like, you drop DMs to people and say, like, hey, this What? No. The one time I reached out to Drake, he responded with, how do I know you? And then I told him and he laughed at me.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
At least you replied.
Well, I mean, like, okay, well, right there, you talked to him and he replied. So, like, you clearly have, like, a connection. Maybe we can, like, drop him a DM and we can be like, hey, listen to this track. Or, like,
Oh, my God. You lied to
That's kind of
us, too.
romantic, though.
No. That's more awkward than me knocking over the food table.
Yeah, I mean, Joel, this is kind of shameless the way that you're trying to, like, get a hookup and use her connections to your own benefit.
Use us, Jeff.
Yeah,
He's using
exactly.
us.
Like, do you think, Maria, that Drake would like my weekly song of the week?
Wait,
That I
Jeff,
picked? Do you think that's
Jeff,
something you could
Jeff.
ask him?
No.
Because I have parodied his songs a few times.
Feature on one of your
could you, like,
texts.
cool it? Because she's going to talk to Drake about me, not about you.
It's a
I'm not going
battle.
to talk to Drake at all.
Well, yeah, not talk. Slide in his DMs, whatever you want to call it. The right verbiage is.
FaceTime.
Oh,
But-
my God.
I don't understand why I'm still on the phone, honestly.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
either, honestly.
the other thing that I need to ask you is, would you like to go out on another date with Joel? Because we would happily pay for it.
No.
Ah.
I don't know what you guys are up to over there, but you totally blew this for me.
Ah,
Okay.
Blue what?
Did they?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I mean, is it crazy for me to think that Drake is going to reach out to me
Yes.
after this?
Yes,
Yeah, it is
absolutely.
crazy,
That is
bro.
totally, that's actually the most insane thing you've said maybe all year.
I don't know.
Drake
Yeah.
doesn't even listen to the radio, and he's on the radio.
I gave a pretty good case, a lot better
Did
than
you?
Joel's case
Yeah.
for why Drake should be sliding into my DMs.
Stop
You know-
fighting over Drake. He doesn't know who you are.
Because Drake is totally going to take the dancer who fell into the craft services table's recommendations on who he should be producing.
Yeah.
Well, he should, because obviously Joel was just in it for the celebrity of it all. But me, I'm an upstanding guy.
Are you?
Sure.
I always do the right thing and I say the right thing every
Really?
time.
Do you?
Okay.
Look at the track record.
Yeah. Play the tape.
No, don't play it. Don't do it. But I really hope that Drake doesn't hear this and slide into my DMs at It's Young Jeffrey on Insta. No spaces. It's Young Jeffrey.
You know-
Jeffrey.
I could actually see reverse psychology working really well on Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
So, you know.
Definitely don't listen
Don't
to
do
this
that.
and don't have your life change for the better after contacting me.
Come on, new best friend.
But your life could change for the better even if you're not Drake by reaching out to the show, because we'll call that person who isn't calling you back.
Yeah.
And go check out all of our Second Date podcasts wherever you get yours at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Thanks for watching. If you want more contents like this, don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow the page. See you next time.